Hey, Miles here, milesbeckler.com. In this video, you're getting the passive research method. It's the easiest way for you to get new ideas about the content that your audience wants, headlines that are currently working with your audience, products and offers that you might be able to partner with as an affiliate that other people in your world don't know about, and on, including lead magnet ideas, email ideas, and more. Now, the core of this idea is to leverage the hard work of some of the best copywriters in your niche, and to do so is actually really quite easy. It's done through magazine subscriptions, okay? So one of the habits that I've had over the years is to order old magazines. Now, these are old woodworking magazines. And if I was in the woodworking niche, this would be something I study relentlessly. So I would personally, if I was in the woodworking niche, I would go sign up for every single woodworking magazine there is, and I would get on their mailing list. And then I would go just like I did here, and I would purchase from eBay back issues of a bunch of the different magazines. So what can you find in the magazines? Well, the first thing is, now I have 3 separate magazines here, okay? So there's Today's Woodworker, there's Wood, aptly named, and there's Weekend Woodcrafters in here. So I bought a lot of these. I bought, I think, all 6 or 7 of these magazines for like $10 on eBay shipped to me. So what do you do when you get the old magazines or the new magazines? Well, number one is you look at the cover. Okay, so on the covers, that is where they put their best headlines. That is where the editors and the copywriters who work on these, this is where these folks are literally putting that one thing that they know their audience wants bad enough in order to sell a magazine from a rack in a supermarket, or maybe there are Barnes and Nobles left, right? So the headlines, the offers, the things they put on the actual front page are the most valuable, are the most important, are the most relevant, and they're the most pertinent for your audience. Pretty nice to have that information right there readily available to you. And this is a passive method because you just go subscribe to their magazines and they'll send them to you every, whatever it is, every month, every 2 months, 4 times a year, whatever that magazine is and how they work. So we can see right here on this one, projects for everyone. It's all about the projects. So I'm going to go into a different magazine. So Today's Woodworker. And what do we have on the top? We have more projects on the top. Now, on the inside of these things, they have these full-size patterns. Okay, so this is like a big fold-out thing that I don't know, draw on wood and cut it out. I'm not a woodworker, if you haven't noticed, but this is a niche that I think is an evergreen niche. It's been a wonderful niche for years and years and years, so it's just a great example for us to use. So this had actual patterns inside of it. So let me go inside of this one here and see what we're working with. Oh, would you look at that? We have more patterns in here. How about that? So can we go 3 for 3? The other one would be Today's Woodworker. So Weekend Woodcrafts would be the third one. Oh, look at that. We have patterns inside of the Weekend Woodcraft as well. So if you're running a niche woodworking website and you get all of these and you see that every single magazine, all they're doing is they're sending out these patterns for people to work with. Well, are you sending out patterns regularly for your people to work with? Do you have an opt-in that gives away or several free patterns? Do you have a ongoing membership where they pay you $9 per month to get new patterns every month? These are the types of ideas that you can get, that you can leverage, because the theory is that these magazines they're corporations that have copywriters and editors and publishers, and all those people are funded by what is inside of these magazines. And these magazines theoretically sell enough to fulfill that entire corporation's payroll. So well, hell, if you're just an independent publisher running a blog, don't you think if you did what they did, you'd make more money? That's the theory in action there. So then there's another way that you can use this, and it's to find really great ideas of different offers that you can sell. So the first place you want to look is on the back cover. Whoever paid for the back cover, this is the most expensive ad spot on a magazine. And the theory is that the magazine might be upside down on a coffee table, and that ad is going to display freely. So it's the most expensive ad. So whoever put this ad on the back, they're paying top dollar for it. Now, this is a garage door opener. I don't really see the relevance beyond building out your shop, right? So to me, that's a reference to what's your shop look like? How does your shop work? What's the flow and functionality of your shop? Okay, interesting. So Stanley realizes that these types of garage door, maybe all those shops have, bingo. Now I'm starting to associate, I'm connecting all of the dots. Then you have the inside covers. So the first inside cover and then on the back inside cover, those are also the next most valuable spots. And what I'm seeing is they are tools and they are tool manufacturers. Now, these are a little bit old. So what I would do, and I would still do it with old magazines, is I go to their websites. I am literally going through each ad, excuse me, and I love to see these sections where they have these kind of like little boxes for the smaller ads. And these are generally discounted advertisements. So this is called the Woodworkers Marketplace. And there's 9 separate advertisements on here. And I'm going to call these non-professional advertisements. These are little startups, mom and pop shops. They're unique ideas, entrepreneurs who are trying to get the word out about their product. Well, what if you have an email list of 22,000 woodworkers because you've published 642 blog posts about everything they need to know about woodworking, and you've done the work of growing your audience and growing your list, and now you just need to figure out, what can I sell to them? Well, these folks are paying money trying to sell their stuff. Do they have an affiliate program? Go look. So what you do is you then start to search for their name, their brand name, their website. Then you go to the footer on their website. Do they have the word affiliate in the bottom, affiliate program? You can also search for their name, comma, affiliate in Google to see if they have some other affiliate program. And then you can go beyond that and you can actually look into the thing itself. Okay. So for example, right here, Scroll America. So this is scroll saw seminars. So a scroll saw is a type of saw, and they not only sell scroll saws, so you can go look for scroll saw affiliate program. You can find the best tool manufacturer that you could partner with if you want to get off of Amazon as your only affiliate program. But then they actually have like tutorials and seminars that they're selling from a magazine ad. So I would go look at Udemy. Are people selling woodworking tutorials and video courses on Udemy? If so, great. Then I go to Google and I'm looking for whatever that is. If it's a scroll saw seminar, I want to see if anybody's running ads on Google for that. I want to see if there's any companies who are offering scroll saw seminars that have an affiliate program. If they do, then I would purchase it and I would go through it myself and I would go out to my scroll saw and I'd make me something with it. So when I promote the scroll saw seminar from my YouTube channel or from my blog post or to my email list or however it is that I decide to promote that product, I'm going to show my thing and be like, look what I made with the scroll saw. And I learned how to do this from the scroll saw seminar. It gave me the result that I wanted. And I bet if you're ready to get going with your scroll saw, it would work for you as well. Go here and sign up and get started now. Pretty easy when you really think about how this all works. So your job as an affiliate marketer is to help other people get what they want. Well, how do we know what groups of people, what niches are viable? Like, how do you know if it's a viable niche? Well, are there magazines about it? If so, it's absolutely a viable niche. And then, well, what offers are working? What lead magnet offers are working? Well, it's all inside. You just got to flip through the ads and see what's being advertised. And one of the biggest and best ideas that you could do is to actually subscribe and actually get on their mailing list. Now, you should have some sort of a mailbox, right? You don't want to necessarily send all of this to your house because the moment you sign up for their actual subscription, you're going to be on their email list and they will start selling and renting your information to other direct response marketers who are leasing your name and address from lists. This is something that happens when you purchase on e-commerce. Maybe you've bought a shirt from company A and then all of a sudden you're getting magazines and offers from company B that's similar. It's because they're actually selling and renting your information. But what I would want to do is I don't just want this magazine. I want them to send me every gall darn offer they can come up with. I want to fill my inbox with woodworking junk mail, if you will. Why? Because those are offers that are theoretically working over and over enough to where they're willing to spend money to buy or lease my address and then to mail me something physical to try to get me to purchase whatever the hell it is that they're selling. Great. The odds are with my super lean and efficient digital business that's based on either a YouTube channel or a blog with lots of free content that builds an email list that has hundreds or maybe thousands of subscribers if you've been doing it for a while, I can replicate that business model digitally at like no cost, right? Your fixed costs are your web hosting, which is like $100 a year, and your email list, which is pretty much free for your first 1,000 subscribers. And it's insanely inexpensive as it grows because your email list is your most valuable resource. And this is one of the biggest ways for you to start getting new offer ideas delivered straight to your inbox. You can get new content ideas delivered straight to your inbox. And if you're in a crunch right now and you're like, man, I can't even afford a single magazine, I can't even afford a subscription to magazines, don't worry about it. Go figure out where in your town or your community has the best magazine rack, right? Some grocery stores have these little ones, but there's places still, and they're out there that have big magazine stands. Go find where it has the big one. You might have a Barnes & Noble. You might have some other media or bookstore that has a nice big magazine stand. Go hang out. Go get a cup of coffee and sit down and browse through all of them. Take your phone out and take pictures of all of the advertisements. You're like, dude, that's a really good ad. Take pictures of the covers so you can see all of the different headlines on the cover. Take pictures of the different blog posts and the articles so you can see exactly what's working right now for your niche based on the editors and copywriters of some of the best editors and copywriters in your niche. And it's all right there. But I do highly recommend spending the, $20 a year. Generally speaking, magazine subscriptions are very inexpensive because they just want to get you as a customer. Because once you're a customer, they'll rent your address and they'll sell your information. And theoretically, they're going to make all their money from the advertisements inside of the magazine, right? Like they're not actually profiting off of the cost of the subscription. They're profiting from the ads inside of the magazine, and the ads pricing is based on how many subscribers that they have. So you get a really discounted rate, generally speaking, of magazines. They get delivered to your business mailing address. And then once it's at your business mailing address, you go grab it once a week, once a month, whatever, check it out, go look through those, and voila, your next email idea might be sitting right there on the cover. Your next 2 or 3 blog post ideas might be sitting there inside of their contents. And your next affiliate partner, who might be that one that helped you crack off a $2,000 promotion, a $10,000 promotion, or hell, a $30,000 promotion, which we've done, my wife and I have done in our business many times over in the past. That idea, that partnership may come from the magazine because they're clearly advertising in their magazine because they want more customers. But magazine ads aren't necessarily the best place in the world to advertise. So when you find somebody who they want customers, they have a product that sells, you've seen them advertising for 6 months in a row, so they're making some kind of money because they would have stopped paying for it after month 2 or 3 if they weren't making some sales from it. And then you go see, do they have an affiliate program? You can reach out. Do you have an affiliate program? I would love to promote your whirly-gig special saw to my email list of 2,473 woodworking subscribers, and I'd love to put a video about your fancy scrolly special saw 2000 in my YouTube channel that has 4,000 subscribers or 40,000 subscribers or 400,000 subscribers. It's kind of irrelevant because they want customers and they want attention, and you have a group, an audience of people whose attention you've built over time, and voila. This is how the game works. And I think being on the magazines in your niche and even in the sub niches around it, one of the things that I've seen multiple times looking through these, there's a lot of gardening content inside of these, and even some of these other mail-in cards are for other magazines. So you can see that the rabbit hole of relevance starts with you and your main niche. And you get on those magazines and all the other offers and all those ads that you see. And when you look at it month after month and you really stay engaged with what are the top copywriters and editors and publishers talking about and doing right now in all of the various magazines, some of them are difficult to find. Some of them you can find on magazines.com. This is the work. But when you realize that this is where your industry is, this is where they're heading, this is what they're all talking about, and you start talking about that same sort of content too, bingo, you're right there step in step with the best publishers in the world. And this is how you elevate yourself to that pro level quickly and efficiently without having to waste a bunch of time doing all the research, because you can do your research passively by getting on the mailing lists of all of these different magazines by subscribing. And then you go through it. Look for the advertisers that are running month after month after month after month. Buy the back issues. So let's say you get started on a new magazine subscription today we're at the end of 2022, so you might get a couple of issues for 2022. Go on eBay. Look for the 2021 issues. Look for the 2020 issues. Do you see people who started advertising in 2019, 2020, and they're still advertising today? Well, If so, they're making tons of money. That's why they're still running the ads. So those are the types of offers that you want to partner with. Those are the types of brands that you want to follow online. You want to look at what they're doing on social. You want to reverse engineer their success to figure out what it is they're doing so you can model it. And then you figure out, how can I partner with them? And always remember that it starts by growing your audience, and then you grow your email list, and then you get into the fun part of the monetization of helping your audience go get those things they want, the outcomes and the tools and the products that they want. It's a really fun game. And if it doesn't make sense, or if you don't have your audience growth kind of running yet, if you don't have your email list growing yet, go watch my 7-figure side hustle video. It's an audiobook. It's complete. It tells you the process step by step. It's quick. It's efficient. I'll have it pop up here on the end screen. It'll be in the description below. So if this doesn't make sense, go listen to that. That'll get you on the path. But even if you're a total beginner, getting the magazines of your niche is going to help you really understand what's working right now in your niche based on multi-million-dollar media companies. And you, my friend, are a media company. So treat yourself like a media company and go get at it. The time is now to hustle your off and make stuff happen. Things are getting more expensive. Our world is changing. Get into gear if you're not already. I got a few links for you in the description. I do appreciate you. I thank you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and a like and a share and an engage and a heart or whatever it is you can do. I appreciate you helping out the algorithm. I run these videos with no ads because I care about your attention and I care about your success. Thank you very much for your time today. I do look forward to connecting with you in the comments. Until we meet again, be well, my friend.